Would you please rise as we introduce the class of 2021 from Morgantown High School, led by Senior Counselor Lauren Smith, as she carries the ceremonial mace to the stage and remains standing as she speaks from the podium.
Good morning, parents, guardians, family members, and distinguished guests. Welcome to the 138th Morgantown High commencement exercises. The mace, which I hold, is symbolic of the academic achievements for the previous 137 classes for the class of 2021 and represents the authority of Morgantown High to award diplomas. Please be aware that although we are in a sporting venue, this is a commencement ceremony celebrating academics. We appreciate your cooperation in helping us to retain a dignified ceremony and allowing each student to have their moment to shine. Thank you.
Standing for the singing of our national anthem and the reading of our invocation.
Please be seated. Life in the little things. Appreciate the little things, for life is meant to give. Appreciate the little things and what it's like to give. On this road ahead of you, keep going, keep striving, for we're all cheering you on. Right beside you, start climbing. And when you look back, remember the little things, the ones that made you happy, for you've never known strings. Class of 2021, if one thing is true, you're the strongest we've seen yet, and this poem is for you. Thank you.
Good morning. Welcome 2021 graduates, parents, family members, faculty, staff, and honored guests to the 138th Morgantown High School commencement ceremony. Thank you all for joining us. This year has certainly been a year of much uncertainty, much hardship, much passion, much expectation. I, along with everyone here, recognize that this class did not have the senior year they were anticipating. We understand that many of you feel you have missed out on some very important milestones, but we are here today to celebrate all that you were able to accomplish. Think about this for a moment. The last severe pandemic to sweep through the United States was in 1918. Just like us, the people who lived during that time were told to quarantine themselves inside their homes, limit contact to the outside world, wear masks when in public, basically change their way of life, just as we have done. For them, it most likely felt as if it has for us: confusion, worry, uncertainty. But just as I have seen many families do across the country, families grew closer, they valued and appreciated what they had, and they learned not to take things for granted. What a marvelous gift, being able to spend time with those we love, whether it was binge watching a show on Netflix, playing games, or just being able to sit around and talk. You were able to make lasting memories with your loved ones during this time that you might not have otherwise. You learned during all of this time that we really do need to stop sometimes and just take everything in. In the world we live in, many of us are constantly on the go. So many tasks to complete, and there never seems to be enough time. You were able to stop, take a breath, and really spend time thinking about what is most important to you. What a wonderful gift. We also saw during this time many people who stepped up and donated non-perishable food, their time, money, etc., to help out local families in need. What an incredible time to see families and strangers alike come together and help each other out. We know many of you were a part of this movement, and what a grand gesture on your part to want to help out in other times of need. This was just another gift we received during this time. It helped us all of us realize that we really can come together and do things for the greater good. This time allotted us many gifts: the gift of time, time spent with those closest to us, time that allowed us to get to know and understand them better, time that allowed us to create new and lasting memories, memories that most likely wouldn't have been made if it weren't for COVID-19. We also found ways of appreciation for all of those who continued to work the front lines for all of us during this time of uncertainty, appreciation for the things we have, appreciation for our own good health, the wonderful gift of pause, being able to pause and reflect, to live in the moment, and finally, the gift of togetherness. And we have come together, whether it has been online in your classes, being back in person, or whatever transpired between. We have found ways that we never knew existed to make all of this work together. As your senior year officially comes to a close, I want you to not focus on all of those things that you missed out on in your final year of high school, but rather think of everything you gained. At this time, I would like to introduce to you our next speaker. Planning to attend the University of South Carolina to study international business, please help me welcome your 2021 senior class president, Patrick Kuhn.
Welcome to Welcome to Morgantown High School to all the family, friends, teachers, and the administration who are able to come to the class of 2021 graduation today. First, I just want to say how thankful I am to have spent this time as your class president and how grateful I am to be able to have this event in person. I'm so glad we can all be together to celebrate what has been a very hectic 4 years for this class. We have been through so much as a class, and I am excited and refreshed to tell you that we have finally made it. We've had to fight through extraneous circumstances that no high schooler should have to face. From strikes, social strife, a pandemic, and no doubt plenty of personal drama, we have faced extreme adversity. Nevertheless, we all persevered and were able to thrive under the pressure. This pressure has hit us all in many different ways. Some of us have suffered mentally, physically, and emotionally, while all of us have had trouble trying to survive and keep our lives together in this pandemic. Even though we have all had our struggles, especially this year, we are here today to see the fruits of our labor. The high pressure has been tough to handle for many of us. I know it has for me, but we can all gather today and say, we have made it. High pressure is known to create diamonds and gems, and I know that every one of us are diamonds in the rough. We are hardened and battle-tested for every hurdle that will come our way in the coming years, whether that be college, trade school, the military, work, or personal. We all have our struggles, but instead of letting these struggles and issues divide us, we unite as one Morgantown High School family. No matter where we are, we will always have the experiences of the past 4 years to reflect on when things get tough. We will never take the time we had together for granted, because already so much of that time has been ripped away. That is why days like today are so important. Days where we celebrate what we did have, the times we had together. Whether it be the heartbreaking defeat in Charleston for our boys basketball team, or the fervent cheers of supporters for our sports when facing our crosstown rivals. Whether cheers or tears, at the end of the day, we were able to have fun and enjoy our times as Mohegans. As hard as it may seem, it is our time to leave these hallowed halls and move on to greater and better horizons. But I can guarantee you all one thing for certain. No matter where you end up, you will always remember the days that you've roamed these halls. I know for certain that I will. Whether you are part of our fine arts programs, the technical education program, a sports program, or a dedicated member of our various clubs, we all are graduating with unforgettable memories. Soon enough, we will long for the days that we could go to class and participate in exciting and memorable activities with one another. Some of us will be going far and wide in pursuit of our goals and ambitions, but no matter where we are, these 4 years have molded us into the people we all are today, and into the people we will become tomorrow. No matter if you are a future collegiate athlete, a member of a prestigious college, or a blue-collar worker, we all share one thing in common. We are Mohegans. Through this, we will be able to come together and create an equal and equitable society, not just for each other, but the world.
Please direct your attention to our video board for our special music performed by our MHS choir students, with special wishes from some of our MHS faculty and staff to the class of 2021. An important Morgantown High School graduation ceremony tradition has been the performance of the song America the Beautiful. Please join in singing with the MHS performance video with live direction by the 2021 MHS Marching Band's Field Commander, Lauren Fitzwater.
As you can imagine, this ceremony does not come together overnight. I would like to recognize some of the people who helped to make this ceremony possible. First and foremost, the 2021 graduates for the respect and honor you give to this joyous ceremony. Dr. Lauren Tosh, Mr. Lauren High School, and Mr. Brian Reed for their time, tireless effort, and dedication with the Morgantown High School music departments. A very special thanks to Miss Alexis George and Miss Breezy Parks for their dedication and work with the senior class this year, as well as senior counselor Mrs. Lauren Smith for your efforts to get our students here today. Mrs. Secreto for the time you take to honor these wonderful students. A much-deserved and heartfelt thank you to Miss Sharon Parks and Miss Paula Yates for their many hours of work and worry for today's event. Officer Harris and the other security personnel here with us today. Martin Dombrowski, Dick Riley, Bob Walker, Mike Goldcamp, Interaction Media, and Pikewood Creative for providing us with everything that goes into the video board and live stream today. The Monongalia County Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Eddie Campbell, Deputy Superintendent Donna Tallarico, Associate Superintendent Sandy DeVault, and the rest of the board office staff for their work in getting us to this day. I would also like to personally thank the other administrators, Mrs. Jen Koncheski, Mrs. Alyssa Miller, Mr. John Bowers, and Mr. Josh Underdunk. They devote so much of their time, energy, effort, and heart into their jobs. They truly want to see each of our students succeed and do everything in their power to ensure that happens. And last but not least, I would also like to thank and recognize our true unsung heroes. Our teachers and support staff of Morgantown High School work diligently in and out of the classroom. They are a tremendous faculty and staff, and what they do on a daily basis, oftentimes behind the scenes, makes us one of the top high schools in the state. I feel so privileged and honored to work with such an incredible group of people. For those faculty and staff members that have joined us today, thank you for supporting these graduates. We also have some esteemed guests with us today to help congratulate the class of 2021. At this time, I would like to recognize them for being an integral part of the success of all students in Monongalia County, and especially Morgantown High School, making sure this day is special and for sharing this day with us. Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Eddie Campbell. Deputy Superintendent of Schools, Donna Tallarico. Associate Superintendent, Sandy DeVault. Board of Education President, Nancy Walker. And Board of Education member, Mr. Mike Kelly. And now, without further ado, Superintendent Campbell, I certify that these graduates meet all the graduation requirements for the West Virginia Department of Education, for the Monongalia County Board of Education, and Morgantown High School. Ladies and gentlemen, I officially present the class of 2021.
Row 1. Please stand to be recognized and remain standing until your entire row has been called. Patrick Charles Kuhn. Carson James Poffenberger. Audra Sophia Hurley. Chloe Grace Powers. Lily Nicole Kreiser. Ava Matak Acker. Lauren Elena Adamick. Natalia Lynn Adams. Ateas Prasad Agarwal. Muna Khalid Abadani. Laura Sophia Alcalde. Yara Turkey A. Al Garni. Madeline Ray Allen. Mustafa Omar Ashabi. Abdul Rahim Khalid S. Al-Subi. Jonah Jacob Alvarez. Diploma presented by his mother, MHS English teacher Christine Alvarez. Caitlin Sarah Ammons. Ruby Sophia Anderson. Terry Lee Anderson Jr. Troy Allen Anderson. Zachary Logan Arnold. Daniel Anthony Arthurs. Olivia Hope Atkins. Blake Alexander Alston. Jamie Lewis Avery Jr. Gabrielle Haney Baker. Cassandra Esmeralda Barahona Lopez. Lillian Claire Barrett. Row 1, please be seated. Row 2, please stand to be recognized and remain standing until your entire row has been called. Matthew Thomas Baracelli. Natalie Sue Barry Cervantes. Evelyn Faith Beard. Luke Christian Bechtel. Alea Lynn Beck. Miranda Jensen Bender. Ian Anthony Berardi. Walker Lane Berkshire. Lindsay Annette Bess. Griffith Daly Behoon. Caden Sean Beiser. Kirk Crandell Black. Megan Kathleen Bland. Tony Bledsoe. Rainey Page Block. Olivia Jean Blonairs. Taylor Nicole Marie Balliard. Aiden Michael Boone. Macy Dorothy Bourne. Danielle Elizabeth Bowers. Cadence Marie Bowman. Ethan Wells Bowman. Maria Davison Boyce. Christopher Antonio Bozedo. Joseph Bud Bray. Madison Lee Brennan. Zachary Stephen Brennan. Naya Simone Brewer. Row 2, please be seated. Row 3, please stand to be recognized and remain standing until your entire row has been called. Michael Conrad Brown. Sophia Lane Brown. Zachary Allen Brozick. Jaslyn Noel Burka. William Henry Burton IV. Haley Marie Mildred Cahill. Haley Grace Kale. Matthew Logan Kale. Kevin Patrick Callahan. Hannah Madison Calvert. Hannah Olivia Campbell. Zokara Yvonne Campbell. Joseph Isaiah Campos. Elijah Foster Caputer. Damian Alexander Carlier. Clifford Paul Carpenter III. Adrian Ross Carroll. Xander Matthew Carson. Miles Jacob Case. Riley Page Chevront. Kevin Dwayne Cleveland Jr. Kenny Joe Cole. Logan Ray Cole. Kibsaim Coley. Clay Edward Collins. Elena Marion Roberta Corwin. Joshua James Costello. Cora Jean Cottrell. Row 3, please be seated. Row 4, please stand to be recognized and remain standing until your entire row has been called. Charles Ray Kress. Terrence Levon Kreider. DeAndre Mackay Crudup. Daniela Isabel Cruz. Robert Chase Cutright. Tyler Scott Dalick. Donovan Ray Dalton. Haley Lynn Danko. Massimo Welo Darmelio. Kolya Gray Davidson. Alexander Keegan Davis. Amy Louise Deasy. Kylie Alexis Devers. Isaac Henry DiBastiani. Grace Kaiser DeMarco. Rachel Alexandria Dennis. Amaru Nikhail Desai. Eric Collins Deschler. Hunter Lane Dusenberry. Andrew Scott DeWitt. Victoria Lorraine Dixon. Jackson Isaiah Allen Dobbs. Cole Alexander Domansky. Caitlin Marie Donley. Tavis David Dudley. Grace Elizabeth Dunham. Keen Dunlevy. Henry Joseph Dubke Jr. Row 4, please be seated. Row 5, please stand to be recognized and remain standing until your entire row has been called. Annalisa Eckerd. Antonio Vincent Eddy. Penelope Edwards. Kayla Dawn Farber. Jaheim Malik Felton. Camden Tavon Fitzgerald. Lauren Gabrielle Fitzwater. Analia Jade Fleming. Aiden Matthew Fleury. Kylie Marie Foreman. Jackson Douglas Fault. Gavin Dean Frigale. Light Frank. Sierra Renee Gabbert. Michael Judson Gale. Devin Ross George. Owen Andrew Gertis. Maggie Elizabeth Goodwin. Tobias Logan Goodwin. Devin Andrew Gorius. Samantha Morgan Gray. Ashley Nicole Green. Jasmine Natavia Green. Alexander William Griffith. McKenna Emily Rayanne Grimes. Alexander Bowen Gunther. Row 5, please be seated. Row 6, please stand to be recognized and remain standing until your entire row has been called. Alexis Caroline Guthrie. Peyton Alexandria Haas. Amelia Clozel Hadix. Caitlin Renee Hagedorn. Alexandra Joette Haygood. Annalise Justine Haynes. Grace Ann Haynes. Malik Deshawn Hall. Matthew Hunter Hamlin. Evan Joseph Hammer. Kaylee Deanne Hanlon. Stephen Michael Hansen. Jeff Howe. Cameron Austin Haverfield. Cody Franklin Hawkins. Douglas Kyle Hawkins. Madera Francis Hazen. Georgiana Rose Heiko. Corder Richard Helmick. Gavin Chase Henderson. Dalton Michael Hendrickson. Tessa Paige Heston. Anna Louise Virginia Heinerman. Melody Ann Hines. Ella Grace Hoffman. Alan Hogpazan. Dylan Wayne Howard. Tristan Malik Howard. Row 6, please be seated. Row 7, please stand to be recognized and remain standing until your entire row has been called. Zane Phelan Hunt. Madison Renee Hunter. Parker Christopher Idler. Anna Rose Aquinto. Quinn Allen Jaquez. Braxton Emmanuel Johnson. Michaela Mackenzie Johnson. Isaiah Michael Jones. Joshua Christian Jones. Madeline Lee Judy. Matthew James Cawball. Aubin Kayaranga. Caitlin Dawn Keener. Mackenzie Page Kennedy. Serena Ann King. Gavin Hunter King. Alex David Kitchen. Courtney Jean Klein. Otto Davidson Klinke. Lillian Grace Kuzer. Noah Robert Krolchik. Emma Kupek. John Henry Kurth. Danielle Patrick Larimer. Emily Elizabeth Lascodi. Shelby Gail Lawson. Caitlin Anna Marie Lehman. Elise Marie Line.
Row 7, please be seated. Row 8, please stand and be recognized. Catherine Elizabeth Lemley. Nicole Renee Liang. June Lim. Justin Timothy Lindemood. Angela Liu. Brandon Thomas Lohman, Jennifer Lynn Lovett, Peter Liu, Ashlyn Rebecca Lusk, Brooke Elizabeth Lyons, Celestina Rose Mancuso, Noah Daniel Marner, Mackenzie Lynn Marshall, Emily Paige Mathis, Aaron Thomas Matthew, Kira Marie Matthews, Taylor Renee Matney, Lauren Alexis Maxon, Joshua Stone Maxwell, Camille Agil McCardle, Haley September McLean, Brianna Elizabeth McCorkle, John Frederick McCormick, Jason Wayne McCormick, John Henry McCoy, Emily Nicole McCutcheon, Elena Ray McDaniel, Andrew Zachary McDonald, Row 8, please be seated. Row 9, please stand to be recognized and remain standing until your entire row has been called. Alan Robert McKendall III, Zacharias Elijah McKendall, Brittany Renee McDonald, Daniel Lewis McDonald, James Evans McDonald. Leanne Elise McDonald. Logan Ross Arnold McDonald. Haley Alexis Magaha. Braden Patrick McIntyre. Emmy Carolyn McKnight. Tanner Levi McMillan. Abigail Rose McSwain. Clyde Franklin Milburn IV. Dylan Scott Miller. Jasmine Audrey Miller. Anthony Haxiel Miranda Castro. Rakila McKella Monroe. Reese Carolyn Moore. Lindsay Diane Moran. Luke David Moran. Mahaley Grace Moser. Kayla Marie Mott. Madeline Grace Muley. Liam Anders Murphy. Isabella Marie Utillo. Emily Pearl Nash. Noel Ryan Nedro. Johan Shalom Nenebi. Row 9, please be seated. Row 10, please stand to be recognized and remain standing until your entire row has been called. Jason Michael Nice, Jr. Kenneth Okai. Michaela Danielle Oldham. Matthew Jonah Orandel. Stephanie Ornelas Cardoso. Zachary Owens. Kaylee Brooke Papus, Jihan Park, Sojun Park, Stephen Robert Pace, Anushka Paatatuk, Caden Joseph Pava, Noah Petaway, Charles Jackson Petty, Emma Leanne Fairs, Blake Kenneth Phillips, Kira Alexis Pfeiffer, Brooks David Perrong, Noah Michael Pocius, James Tyler Poole, Jack Thomas Pownell, Haley Lynn Principe, Jack Cameron Prokopchak, Xavier Vaughn Pryor, Brandon Robert Purdom, John David Pica II, Muhammad Ahmad Huda, Aiden Joseph Quigley, Row 10, please be seated. Row 11, please stand to be recognized and remain standing until your entire row has been called. Mustafa Tariq Rai, Nicholas James Watson Reynolds, Ethan Michael Rhodes, Cameron Dominique Rice, Katie Renee Rice, Hunter Robert Ringeisen, Cody James Robinson, Jason Kenneth Rogers. Madeline Paige Roman. Evelyn Janine Roskus. Carly Marie Ross. Hunter Wyatt Rowe. Jenna Nicole Ruckle. Jennifer Grace Ruggieri. Grant Michael Russell. Pierce Stephen Russell. Samuel Robert Ryan. Joshua Bradley Salisbury. Caleb Jordan Savage. Hunter Wayne Schaefer. Caden Decker Schmidl. Roger Lee Shrout. Taylor Renee Scamacey. Alyssa Hope Seagraves. Dallas Kent Selman. Madeline Grace Schaefer. Ethan Jacob Ship. Victoria Rose Shrensky. Row 11, please be seated. Row 12, please stand to be recognized and remain standing until your entire row has been called. Abigail Elizabeth Schubert. Allison Paige Sims. Xanon Chance Signs. Emily Claire Sisler. Matthew Douglas Slates. Tanner James Slavic. Brody Andrew Smith. Charles Ryan Smith. Ethan Joseph Smith. Mackenzie Alexis Smith. Noah Gregory Smith. Zachary Jason Smith. Jackson David Snyder. Audrey Gail Sorton. Guy Douglas Southerly. Joshua Daniel Stiles. Jaden Stottlemyre. Mackenzie Lucille Summers. Reason Nicole Swaniger. Ava Lace Sweeney. Jeffrey Dale Swisher. Molly Tarley. Cassier Adrian Zakira Taylor. Maurice Glenn Taylor IV. Cheyenne Paige Tennant. Sachin Thacker. JC Elizabeth Thomas Stevens. Marcus Isaiah Tompkins. Row 12, please be seated. Row 13, please stand to be recognized and remain standing until your entire row has been called. Joseph Roth Michael Thompson. Thomas Nevin Thompson III. Chloe Lark Thorne. Quincy Germain Thornton. Isabel Thubron. Michael Ryan Townsend. Alina Turok. Amina Diane Turner Shabazz. Elena Marie Twig. Kaya Jean Uphold. Muhammad Azain Okeli. Samuel Lee Kaiser Varner. Arjun Vijay. Emily Reese Vincent. Whitney Faith Wade. Anna Marie Waite. Morgan Riley Walls. Jenna Elaine Walsh. Amanda Wang. Silas Wang. Catherine Elizabeth Wasick. Alyssa Brooke Weaver. Emily Kathleen Webb. Sophia Claire Wyman. Emma Bell West. Khalil Drayshawn White. Megan Lindsay White. Megan Renee Wiles. Row 13. You may now be seated. Row 14. Please stand to be recognized and remain standing until your entire row has been called. Audrey Elise Willard. Braylee McKenna Williams. Ian Braden Wimmer. Carter Wade Wolf. Christian Alexander Wolf. Kaylee Madison Wolf. Nathan Douglas Wolf. Olivia Danielle Woods. Kaylee Ann Worley. Miranda Nalita Watring. Hannah Marie Young. Kennedy Townsend Young. Timothy Donovan Zaff. Allison Jenny Jang. Angel Antonio Rodriguez. Zoe Piper Phipps. Aiden Levi Workman. Michael Stephen Hoffler. Barrett Lauren Johnson. Peyton Joshua Matheny.
Row 14, please be seated. Please rise and direct your attention to the front as Senior Class President Patrick Kuhn and Marching Band Head Majorette Miranda Watring lead you in the turning of your tassel and the singing of your alma mater as recorded by the MHS Choir for the 2020 graduation ceremony.
First, please do not throw your cap. And now, class of 2021, please turn your tassels.
He
While Patrick and Miranda go back to their seats, one last thank you to Mr. Kevin Callistra and Mr. Cullen Henke for reading all your names. Ladies and gentlemen, I officially present to you the Morgantown High School class of 2021.